All right, man. So we had President Trump, man. He had a rally, man, in Montana, and so specifically, he was really discussing about the illegal immigration, and of course, for the midterm elections. And there was a lot of Hondurans, man, that just coming into the U.S. border. Now he wants to proclaim, like, bring the U.S. military involved into the situation so we can protect the U.S. southern border, specifically the National Guard. Now this has been done before, where President George Bush and former President Obama, okay, to protect the U.S. border. But now we have influx of Hondurans coming in. You have Mexicans, and of course they escaping from their country in order to live this American dream. But now they have been. Chris Pompey, he was just stating that, listen, man, these Hondurans, they're going to have their passport or their visa in order to obtain some type of citizenship in this country. And I kind of agree with this, man, because we can't keep accepting so many people here, and we already economy is going to be flushed down. The U.S. dollar is going to continuously lose its value. Actually, in 2019, because with the terror situation, President Trump just had a meeting with the China president, Xi Jinping, and things are not going okay with that because sanctions is going to be horrendous, man. And then on top of that too, it's going to cost, like, people like retail industries, man, of course, to get automated. A lot of businesses want to save a lot of money. People are going to lose their jobs, man. So it's going to be crazy. So if you're not invested in some type of cryptocurrency or no Coinbase, or you don't have any type of stocks, man, with you, or you rely on the job for your own primary income, then you pretty much in the heat of trouble. And all of these things are going on, man. And so specifically, the Mexicans here, of course, they're here to they want to outwork. It's not all of them, but it's just that we don't have any type of strict ground laws and rules. And in order for him to actually send the National Guard, it has to be proclaimed as a national emergency. Okay, looked it up, national emergency. He has to have a congressional waiver. And this is pretty much, you want to strengthen America. You want to put America first. He still stated that in those words in the Montana rally. He's going to be back into Arizona and Tessa, Arizona. Not Tessa, Arizona. I think it's Mesa, Arizona, Friday night. But man, the immigration thing, man, it's all about accepting, I know, liberty and justice for all, but at the same time, Americans do have to, put ourselves first at the end of the day. But man, I don't know, man. This is a really a touchy thing, man. And we can't really say that too. All these migrants, man, they want to better their lives, and I feel like America it's a stepping stone to get where they need to be, because they're gonna make their money and send their money to college, send their kids to college, and make all that money, send it back home to those that are in need. And of course they have a good family structure on top of that. But at the same time, though, people that was born here, it's just like a slap in the face that we can just go to any type of country and just dominate. And I just think that a lot of Americans are tirelessly being left behind. Now he wants to advocate this, like a lot of conservatives, to go out here and vote, go out here to have a voice in politics, because at the same time they feel like the Democrats, man, if they get involved, because they believe into, like, the blue wall, the blue borders, let all our borders in. I have to believe that Stacey Abrams, she's running for governor of Georgia. I actually, I still admire her works, her ethic, and she continuously want to be the governor of Georgia. I believe she will achieve that, man. Because she works really hard, and then she backed up by the Obama administration. But with this, man, with her, she believes in, the Democrats believe in just having everybody coming in together, man. And that's pretty much a little socialism approach as well with Bernie Sanders. And for him, you want to implement, like, just schoolings, free universal health care. But at the same time, man, we have our own difference. We have our own things that we have to work on as Americans, man. Because first, of course, the dollar, man, we got to get that together, man. Still in the $1 trillion of debt consistently. We still not having any type of relations or good relations with I won't say North Korea, but with China, man. Because they continuously gonna send like type of A or 2040 bombers, man. So it's I don't know, man, for a brink of a nuclear war. So we don't know, man. But at the same time, though, man, these sanctions and these tariffs, man, they really, it's going to affect the economy as a whole, man. And I just want to say, as Americans, we really got to kind of wake up. We have to really stick together in order, for this country to prosper. But I just think that the Montana rally, Donald Trump, he wants to, plant the seeds in the minds that, listen, we gotta put ourselves first, man. So I don't want him to do anything drastically. I know he want to address the issues, of course, with the stop and frisk situation, man, that's going on. But that has to be, like I said, we have to have peace with the law enforcement. But with the black community, that's as a whole, even though it's a third world country, in this one of the world's wealthiest countries in the world, man, because, you know, the family structure, that is very broken. It's hard to instill discipline in your household without a father there. You know, mother and fathers to nurture, so the mothers nurture, fathers are disciplinary, so I mean they both work hand in hand, you know, and as the child grows up, you know, they navigate, have a negative perspective, a limited perspective in this world. But at the same time, man, too, a lot of them don't have any type of skills or, you know, trades that's been passed down to their grandparents. So you gotta really, it's so much going on there in America that we have to address. So I can understand he want to shift our focus into America, put America first, and addressing our issues, man, with the oil industry, all this type of things, man. But we really heavily involved with China. We invested in China with so much, man. I mean, the auto industry a little bit, man. I mean, you know, electronics. I mean, you even got China right now, they suing Apple because a lot of their the China consumers, their Apple IDs were stolen, and so therefore they lost a lot of their money, you know, finances, you know, they was in the financial ruin. And the identity theft is really huge, over 200,000 cases. But going back to the Montana rally, man, I just think it was well informed. If you're a Democrat, I still say watch it, man, because it's still going to affect us, man, what President Trump does. But yeah, man, I just think that it needs to be a little bit stricter. I kind of agree with Chris Pompeo on this, Mike Pompeo, that yeah, man, we need to, it needs to be some type of stricter border. Maybe the National Guard, like I said, be safe and everything, but I mean, they coming in like 4,000 even migrants coming in. Just made a video about in Arizona, and they just, you know, they crossing over through the Arizona desert, and over 1,400 migrants and died. You get what I'm saying? That they coming out and finding like bones and different things of them, you know, displacements of these people, man, the bad disposition. So it's a serious thing, man. So it's pretty much like a safety issue as well, man. But that's all I gotta really think about on this, you know, the Montana rally, the President Trump done. Let's see what he's going to talk about for tonight, man. So what you guys think about this immigration thing, man? You know, I know we've been talking about this since 2016, man, before he became president. But yeah, you guys continue to like, comment, subscribe, and get out of here, man. I love y'all. I'm out.